Lincoln Financial Field. The scene in South Philly a few moments ago. Boy, the city of brotherly love is fired up and saying fly, Eagles, fly, as they get ready to match up with the Washington football team. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
They'll run for the first time with Antonio Gibson.
He is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now. Working out of the gun. Love. For the right side, going to be complete to Moss. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
First down, Love to pass. Slings this deep from McLaurin. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Washington. Sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here comes Harris out of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. It's caught by Sanders. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
These two teams, they met up earlier in the year, back in week 2. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home.
Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. He'll look to throw.
Open man, that's Devontae Smith.
3 yards the gain there, second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 42-yard line.
Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47.
Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, the so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that 1 or 2 guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible. So I think they got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope, and it's hard to stop the fall. But I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still hoping to be a playoff team this year. We need you guys to be bought in with what we're doing. Come on, let's get on board.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. This Washington defense, Charles, terrific in the victory a week ago.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long, step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Miles Drake. And he will bring this one back. It was a pick six for a Washington touchdown. Now they're trying for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
14, Eagles nothing.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Here comes Harris out of the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got
into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
no doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward. That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. They didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. Give him 2 yards on that one. Second and goal now.
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
On second and goal, Love. They'll roll him out right. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Jordan Love, his second TD of the game and 18th of the year. And Washington going to add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 21-0.
Eagles nothing.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. No return there for Harris, and the drive will begin at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit. That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Airing it out deep for Smith. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Going deep for Diggs. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On 4th down, on is Colby Wadman now to punt. Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they are right at the 500 mark on the year and got there with a victory a week ago.
And I think right now I put myself in the shoes of the head coach and say, all right, time to reset a little bit. And I don't give my team a win one for the Gipper speech, but I do say, look, we haven't played our best football yet, but we are at 500 and we're still in it. Let's try and string a few of these victories together, and we're capable of doing so.
The Love's throw into the hands of McLaurin. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
This defense porous so far in this first quarter. They face another 1st and goal. They'll run with Gibson. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. Throwing. Love. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Love, this is 3rd and goal. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Juwan Johnson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And Washington is able to stretch their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 28-0. So this not what we expected. 28-0 here in the first as another kickoff is away. And we will not see a run back here from Harris. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. Going deep for Diggs. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. A handoff running left is Dobbins. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big connection on that one. 31 yards. Eluding the pressure right.